Hello, Robins and Rabbits, and welcome to this week's PSHE lesson. And we're starting a new topic, and it is called Healthy Me. So we'll be following our jigsaw learning, which we do in school with Jigsaw Joe. So you'll do it for a couple of weeks at home, and then we will carry it on as we move through the term. Okay. So it's all about being healthy. Okay, and our first lesson is all about being healthy. And our learning objectives are to know what I need to keep my body healthy and to be motivated to make healthy lifestyle choices. So by the end, hopefully, we'll be able to do both of those things. Okay, so we'll start off by reminding ourselves of the jigsaw rules. Okay, and we've got the jigsaw charter that we do have up in our classroom. There's Jigsaw Joe hiding behind them there. So obviously, remember when we're back at school, we will apply these, but have a go at doing it at home if you can. So take turns to speak if you're doing it with an adult. We use kind and positive words, listen to each other. Remember, this is more when we're back at school, but have the right to pass. Only use names when giving compliments or when using positive things to say. Okay, and respect each other's privacy if someone isn't wanting to say something. Okay, so we are going to start with a little game. So our topic, remember, is Healthy Me, and we're looking at a little game, and the second part of our lesson is called Connect Us. So it just helps us to connect to what we're doing. So we're going to play a game of musical statues to begin with. So I'm going to play some music, and when it stops, you need to freeze. And I know all of you probably know how to play this because we've definitely played it in Rabbit's class, and I'm sure Robins, you know about it as well. So you must jump and dance around as much as possible. So when I pause the music, you need to freeze, okay? So it's a song that I've heard recently that always makes me happy. And so you might have heard of it, you might not, but hopefully it makes you feel like you want to join in. Okay, so remember when it pauses, you've got to stop. So really dancing and jumping around out of your seats. Okay. So sweet, bring the fire, set the night. Shoes on, get up in the morning, put my real lights rock and roll. Kick out, get the crowd rolling on like a ball. Oh, hopefully you've all paused there and froze. I just think it makes it sound really, it really makes me feel happy. Okay, right, we're going again. Sing song with a monkey on, jump up to the telephone. They don't call me on my phone, like the other game of ping pong. Oh, I hope you froze again, and I hope you'll be able to tell me when you're back at school. But I hope you're jumping and dancing around as much as you can. I'm having a little dance in my seat here. Cause it's last night, so sweet, set the night. Oh, I was getting really into the chorus then. I don't know if you could hear me singing. Okay, we'll do a couple more, all right? Oh, I hope you're all pausing. It's good because we're moving and using our bodies, keeping ourselves healthy. Right, we'll do another one. Oh, I hope you're all freezing. I nearly well, it went funny then. Right, one last time because I want to hear the chorus once more. You might hear me singing. Cause it's last night. Bring the fire, set the night light. Okay, I hope you had fun. I was dancing in my seat there. Okay, so if we were all in school, we'd have all been doing that together. It'd be really fun. I tell you what, when we get back to school and we're in our Jigsaw PSHE lesson, we'll have another go at that because it was great fun. And I love that song, so fun. Right, okay, now taking us to our third section of our PSHE Jigsaw lesson, and it's our calm me time. So after all that dancing around, we're just going to calm ourselves, ready for learning and to help us concentrate better. Okay, so I hope you're all sitting really comfortably, and we're going to do our breathing to help us feel calm. Okay, now we're halfway through the year now, and we've been learning in our calm me time why it's important to be calm and peaceful so we can concentrate better. Okay, so today make sure you're sitting nicely in a calm way, feet on the floor or lying backwards. And now you're going to concentrate by listening to the charm until you can't hear a sound anymore. Okay? And do your breathing as well. In and out. In and out. And it's still going very quietly. Right, we're going to do one more charm. Okay, and really concentrate on your breathing. In and out. In and out. In and out. And listen very carefully. And it is just stopping. So after our exciting start with our connectus, we are now calm and ready for our learning. Okay, so number 4, our fourth section of the lesson is open my mind. So we're going to open our minds, and it's a song. We're going to listen to a song, and if you want to join in, you can, because the lyrics are up here. Lyrics are words in the song, and it's called Make a Good Decision. Okay, so when you're listening to this or singing along, if you want to, I want you to really think about what good decisions could we make about being healthy. Okay, what good decisions could we make about being healthy? So we're going to listen to the song now. It's only about 2 minutes long. Have a go at joining in if you like to, because the lyrics are on the screen. I know what's wrong. When to say yes and say no, strong, strong, sure. And tell the difference, and make sure. And tell the yes, me. Now this is the instrumental bit. We don't sing in that bit. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that song. If you want to listen to it again, you can. Oh, it's going again on my computer. Sorry. If you want to listen to it again, you can just rewind the video and have another go at that. Okay. Right. So we're moving on from open my mind to. Oh, we're still on open my mind. Sorry. but we're going to have a think of the different ways that you keep your body healthy. So I want you to have a think now. What do you do, or what can you do to keep your body healthy? So if you want to pause the video and have a longer chat or think about it, please do. Okay, so the ways that I come up with, or the ones that I think about, the most obvious ones, are a healthy, balanced diet. So that's the things that we eat, making sure I'm eating my 5 fruits and veg, and a balance of all those different foods, and not too much of the naughty foods like crisps and chocolate and sweets. Lots of exercise. So at the moment, I'm getting out on my walk every single day. It's making me feel a lot better. And I'll do an exercise class over Zoom a couple of times a week, which is brilliant as well, especially at the moment when we can't get out very much. Drinking plenty of water. And if you're in Rabbits, you know I have my water bottle on me all the time, and I am always drinking. I think I go through about 3 a day, just because otherwise I get a dry mouth, and I know it's really good for me. So sleeping well. Now, obviously, that can't always happen because sometimes you're up for whatever reason, but making sure that you go to bed nice and early before school and have a rest overnight and sleep as well as you can. And make sure you do lots of resting and relaxing. So that's definitely what hopefully you did over half term. You did lots of resting and relaxing. And keeping clean, and that is really important at the moment to being healthy. Washing our hands all the time, especially when the virus is around. We've been doing it more than we ever have before, but that is so important to keep us strong and healthy and fit and well. Okay, so we're just going to have a little pause point here, and this is our little cat friend who's got his paws out, and it's the pause point. We just stop and wait. Okay, and we just reflect on what we are feeling and thinking now. So I want you to think about perhaps the things you've done over the last week at home in half term, or what you do at home to keep yourselves healthy. So like I just did, have a think of the exercise that you might be doing, what you're eating, okay, and what you're doing to keep yourselves healthy. So pause point, and here's our little friend with his little paws out. Okay, now we're on to our number 6. It's tell me, show me. Okay, so in this section, lots of people know how to keep themselves healthy, and we've just thought about all those things. But some people find it tricky to stay healthy, just because they're busy and they might not have time to exercise. They might not know what to cook, so they don't keep themselves healthy that way. Okay, but we've got a short story about Jigsaw Joe here, and I'm going to read it to you, and we're going to see if we can help him. Okay, Jigsaw Joe goes to judo every week and usually enjoys it, but one week it doesn't seem as fun to Joe, who decides to stay at home instead. Joe is a bit tired and can't really be bothered to go out, even though there'll be loads of nice people at judo. Joe feels a bit disappointed to miss judo. Okay, so I want you to have a think now. Why might Jigsaw Joe not want to go to judo? Have a think. You can pause the video if you like, have a chat with somebody, or have a think on your own. Okay, so he might not want to go. He might have come up with these things. He might not want to go because he can't be bothered to exercise. He's just not enjoying it. So why should he be bothered to do it? Or he might think that people are better than him, so he might not want to go. Okay. Now I want you to have a think about, have you ever felt like not doing something active? So active means keeping exercising and moving. Okay. Have you ever felt like not doing something? Have a think. Okay. Well, I know that I have definitely felt like that. I have definitely felt like, especially recently when we can only go out for a walk, we can't really do a lot else. I know I've sat in my flat and I thought, oh, I really can't be bothered to go on a walk today. but I know it's best for me to go, to make me feel healthy, to make me feel like I'm in a bit of a more positive frame of mind, because it makes you feel good when you go and do exercise. So I have felt like that, but I really try and force myself to do it because I know I'll feel better. Okay. So now have a think about how he might feel, and have you ever felt like that? Okay, so have a think. Okay, so some of the feelings you might have come up with might be he's feeling sad, maybe he's lonely at judo, maybe he's feeling just a bit, he might be a bit fed up with staying at home all the time, but he not doing any more exercise. Okay, so we'll have a chat more about that when we come back to school, but I just want you to think about whether you've ever felt like that. Okay, and what's helped you to feel better. Okay, so coming to the end of our lesson, we've got 2 bits to go through. We've got our 6th part of the lesson, Let Me Learn. And we are going to look at these 4 areas in your task today. So we've got exercise, like we were talking about just now and earlier. We did some exercise at the beginning, didn't we, with our musical statues. Healthy, balanced diet, sleeping well, and keeping clean. And that one's so important at the moment, to make sure we haven't got any germs to make us poorly. Okay, so your job is to, where is it? Here we go. We've got Jigsaw Joe in the middle here, and he is finding it difficult to stay healthy and isn't very motivated. Now, I know lots of people are not feeling very motivated at the moment, and he's feeling the same. And your job is to think of some ways to help Joe. Okay, so over here, Jigsaw Joe doesn't feel like going to dance practice, so he does dance as well, or she. Jigsaw Joe doesn't feel like going to dance practice today. What could you suggest to help Joe? So you can either draw a picture here or write a little sentence about, you might give him some suggestions of what he could do. So you might say, come on, Joe, you'll have lots of fun there. Your friends are there. You'll really enjoy it, to give him some encouragement to go. Over here, Jigsaw Joe doesn't want to eat the apple in his lunchbox. What could you suggest to help Joe? It's a bit like you could use some of our persuasion English writing sort of words here. You're trying to persuade him to eat his apple. You could tell him why it's really important that he eats his apple. Okay. And then Jigsaw Joe doesn't want to go to bed on time. What could you suggest to help Joe? I know lots of people, they like reading before bed to help him to switch off. He could listen to some relaxing, calming music to get him off to sleep. So perhaps a little idea there that you could suggest. Remember, you can draw or write a sentence, or both if you want to. And Jigsaw Joe doesn't feel like washing his hands after going to the toilet. Oh dear. Well, Joe, come on. You need to draw or write a sentence to tell him what he needs to do. Perhaps he's not sure how to do it and he needs some help. I know in school we sing some songs to help us wash our hands, don't we? So we know how long to do it. So maybe you could do something like that there. So your job now is to go and have a go at that. After you've done that, just come back to the video here, because there is one little thing we're just going to reflect on at the end. Okay. Okay, so last part of our section we do in school, and it's help me reflect. So I want you to think about whether your thumbs up, or over here, thumbs up, thumbs in the middle, or thumbs down for our learning objectives today. So to know what I need to keep my body healthy, you thumbs up, thumbs in the middle, or thumbs down. Okay, and for the other one, you might want to make a note of this if you like, so we can see when we come back to school for our next bit of learning. Are you thumbs up, thumbs in the middle, or thumbs down for to be motivated to make healthy lifestyle choices? Do you feel you can do that now? Or you're in the middle, or you're not at all? So over this half term, you'll have a couple of these at home, and then hopefully we'll all be back together and we'll be carrying it on at school. Okay, so I hope you had fun, and my singing wasn't too bad, and my dance, oh, you can't see my dancing, but yeah, it was good fun. Okay, so thank you very much. Send them in so we can see them. Okay, and I'll speak to you next week in PSHE.